How about those Cavaliers? Let them know. Let them know. Let Boston know. Let New York know. Let them all know. Number one seed in the East, baby. Number one seed in the East, baby. That's all they need to know. We got better. We got better as a team today, and we were already the one seed. Hey, there's a lot of game left, a lot of basketball left, a lot of season left. But hey, I love what they did today. We will get into that. Don't worry. That's gonna be a little bit later. But right now, I know we forgot. I know Cavs fans. I know we forgot. But it is Super Bowl week, and I am back. Brandon's bets to to give you the winner. To give you the winner, and let's just get right into it. So, uh, I was gonna say nothing else to say, but Chiefs minus 1.5. But there's a lot to say. So the pick is Chiefs minus 1.5, and I will tell you how I came to that conclusion. After I give a couple more bets. So Chiefs minus 1.5. That's already locked in for me. Did that a couple days ago. It's been minus 1.5 pretty much since 2 weeks ago after championship weekend. Um, but the odds have fluctuated a little bit, so I waited. I got it at minus 105 odds, so better than it was originally. I think it was up like minus 118, minus 120, something somewhere around there. Um, but yeah, lock that in. Chiefs minus 1.5. Um, and I know I acknowledge Nick Wright on here a lot because I do watch a lot of Nick Wright, but something that he put into my brain a couple years ago when the Chiefs were against the Eagles. Um, if you don't if you don't want to bet Chiefs money line because of whatever the odds are, or if you don't want to bet the spread because of whatever the odds are, but you think that the Chiefs will win, bet Patrick Mahomes to win Super Bowl MVP. And that has proved me right, proved him right the past 2 years. Um, now I was gonna say I'm like going through it in my head of all the ways that the Chiefs can win, and I think they all involve Patrick Mahomes being Super Bowl MVP, unless the defense goes crazy and it's like Chris Jones or Trent McDuffie is Super Bowl MVP, or maybe like Nick Bolton will get a pick and a forced fumble and a touchdown or something like that. But the most likely by the odds and probably how the game is going to go out, um, Patrick Mahomes for Super Bowl MVP. If you think the Chiefs are going to win and you don't want to bet the money line or the spread, bet Mahomes MVP, and right now it's plus 120 as I'm recording. Plus 120 odds. So I will be smashing that too, along with the Chiefs minus 1.5. But something I've gotten to the habit of the past couple years since betting's been legal in Ohio. Hit that Mahomes Super Bowl MVP just for a little extra juice. Um, and for work, I got assigned a Super Bowl square. I got 1-1 for Chiefs and Eagles. So I'm working that into my prediction of the score. So I think, and I mean, I was. It's not like I changed what I was thinking to fit this really. It was along these lines anyway, but score I'm thinking is Chiefs 31, Eagles 21. So that'll give me that'll give me a square. It'll give me a day off of work. So um but yeah, I'm thinking 31-21 Chiefs, and with that final score would give me the over of 48 and a half. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna go ahead and take that over of 48 and a half. I think it will be a high scoring game. I know the Eagles can put up points and I know the Chiefs can put up points. I don't see it being a real defensive struggle. Might be some defensive plays made here or there, and I'm gonna get into that right now. But the bets that I'm giving you: Chiefs minus 1.5, Mahomes Super Bowl MVP, and the over 48 and a half. So, um, I got those locked in. Trail me if you want to, or don't. If you think, again, if people out there think it's rigged, I don't see why you wouldn't join me and bet the Chiefs. I don't understand. So, if you think it's rigged, you should want to make the money with the Chiefs. But whatever. If you hate Kansas City, if you hate barbecue, if you hate Taylor Swift, fine, whatever. That's your prerogative. But but yeah, I'm riding with Chiefs Kingdom over here. Riding with Chiefs Kingdom. So anyway, um the actual analysis of the game, so let's get into it. I kinda my breakdown of what I did is I went by position group and like coaching, like basically coordinators. So start with quarterback, and the Chiefs obviously have the better quarterback. Um, no real no real debate here. I don't think Jalen Hurts is bad. I think he's a good quarterback. Don't think he's a great quarterback. Don't think he's elite. Um, he's shown that he can win in this league. He has shown in a Super Bowl that he can perform to the highest level, and it's definitely possible that he does that again. But not like I am not like me picking the Chiefs to win is not me disparaging this Eagles team or Jalen Hurts. This Eagles team is an excellent team. And even though I did pick against them multiple times in the playoffs, that was, you know, what I wanted to go with. But the Eagles are an excellent team. Um, and Jalen Hurts is a very competent, very, very good quarterback. So, um, would wouldn't shock me if the Eagles won. I'd be disappointed and I'd be wrong, but it wouldn't shock me if the Eagles won. But for the quarterback portion, I had the Chiefs with an edge. Now, if you go to running back, easy, who has the best running back? Eagles, who has the best stable of running backs? It's still Eagles because Saquon by himself is better than the collection of Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, Carson Steele, Samaje Perine. They have more people, they have more weapons to work with, but none of them are Saquon. None of all of them put together don't equal what Saquon Barkley can do for you. Just don't. They just don't. And Kenneth Gainwell is coming off a concussion. I think he will play. Don't know that for sure, but I think he'll play. And he has been for however many years that he's been a Philadelphia Eagle. Very good change of pace, very good third down guy. Um, But yeah, don't need to talk too much about this. Eagles got the better running back, and I think by extension, better running back room. Um, Pass catchers, easily Eagles again. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard. Just AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, easily clear. Add Dallas Goddard in. It's a very good group. Very not even very good isn't enough. It's an excellent group. Um, on the other side, Xavier Worthy has come on, made a huge play in the AFC Championship game. DeAndre Hopkins is a legend, probably a Hall of Famer, but he's not at that stage in his career anymore. Hollywood Brown, very good receiver. Um, hasn't he's done well when he's been in, but hasn't obviously lived up to what the Chiefs thought they were getting. One, because he's been hurt, and two, is just hard to he doesn't have the reps and the chemistry with the offense and Patrick Mahomes just because he hasn't been able to play that much. He'll probably play a significant amount in the Super Bowl, but um I don't know if he's going to make a huge impact. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. They got Juju over there. They got Justin Watson over there. And they got Travis Kelsey. Now, Travis Kelsey, no matter what the stat sheet said against Buffalo, no matter how old he is, no matter how old his driver's license says that he is, he's still the best Kansas City Chief pass catcher. Um, Greatest of all time. Love him, respect him, but he's not AJ Brown or Devontae Smith right now. AJ Brown, one of the best receivers in the league. Devontae Smith, possibly the best number two in the league. If not, he's on the very short list. Um, Amazing receiver. Um, Again, don't need to hash this out any further. Eagles have better pass catchers. Now on the offensive line is interesting because you go on the Eagles side, they got Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson at tackles. Those two tackles are excellent. Lane Johnson, one of the best to ever do it at right tackle. And then you got Mekhi Becton, Cam Jurgens, Landon Dickerson on the inside. Um, but the strength is the two tackles. Those two tackles are all pros and excellent tackles. On the other side, the Chiefs, Creed Humphrey is one of the best, if not the best, center in the National Football League, and he's paid like it. And Trey Smith at right guard is phenomenal as well. Joe Tooney was the guard, but he's been playing left tackle for a few weeks now, and the Chiefs line has stabilized ever since Tooney moved out to left tackle. Now, if Tooney was at guard, that guard center guard combination is the best in the league by none. By bar none, excuse me. Um, but Tooney's out of left tackle. Left guard, Mike Caliendo. I think his name is Mike Caliendo, not sure. Um, Whatever. Uh, no disrespect to him. I'm just thinking about Frank Caliendo. Like, what doesn't matter. Um, and then Jawan Taylor at right tackle. Chiefs offensive line is very good. Has been very good since Joe Tooney has moved out to left tackle. They've they left it to chance during the regular season with DJ Humphries coming in there, Kingsley. Uh, don't don't remember how to say his last name, but Kingsley at left tackle and Wanya Morris at left tackle didn't work. Tooney's out there; it's locked down now. Um, but I did go ahead and edge this one to the Eagles. Lane Johnson and Mailata are just too good. They're too good. I it's very close. It's very close. If you said Chiefs, I wouldn't be mad. Um, but the Eagles have consistently shown that they can run the ball on anybody, and I do think they will be able to run the ball on the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I don't think it's going to be like a dominating performance from Saquon, but I think he will be able to get active a little bit, but not active like he got on the Commanders or like he did on the Rams, like anything. I don't think like that, but they will be able to run the ball a bit, a bit, I think. Um, but yeah, got the Eagles the better O line of the two. Um, so next up, got the defensive line. Now, for the defensive line, I went Chiefs here. And Chris Jones is the best D tackle in the NFL right now. Um, Not even a question about it. But George Karlaftis, Charles Omenihu, Mike Dana, um, rotate that edges. They really, they really give this Chiefs team um, a lot of firepower up front. And I know the Eagles have Jalen Carter and um, I didn't write the rest of the D linemen down, but I forgot the rest of them. But I I did look this up earlier, but um, I think I think Chris Jones is just that head and shoulders better than what the Eagles can bring out there. And I didn't know until today Brandon Graham was going to play in the Super Bowl. Don't know how effective he's going to be. Don't know how many plays he's going to be out there, um, but Brandon Graham will be out there. Jalen Carter is a monster. Jalen Carter is a monster. Jordan Davis is also a monster in the run game. But I think the reason I'm going with the Chiefs D line is because I think that the Chiefs offensive line, I think that Chiefs interior will be able to handle the Eagles interior defensive linemen better than opposite way. Like the Chiefs' strength on the offensive line is in the inside, and that's where the Eagles' best players are on defensive line on the inside. So I think the Chiefs are better there. On the outside, the Chiefs have weaker tackles, but I think the edges for Philly are the weaker of their unit. So, um, and on the other side, I know I'm doing a bad way of explaining this, but the Chris Jones on the Chiefs defense is going against the weaker, not saying it's weak, but the lesser ability of the Eagles offensive line, which is their interior. Um, I know I probably butchered that. Not gonna edit it out, but if hopefully you understood what I was trying to say there. But if not, call me a loser in the comments, whatever. Say I don't know ball in the comments is cool. I get it. I kind of flubbed it there, but I'm going Chiefs D line, so it is what it is. Um, Next, I got I'm taking the Eagles linebackers strictly because of Zach Bond. Zach Bond, every time I've watched an Eagles game, has flashed on screen, always been around the ball, and has been an excellent, excellent, excellent addition. One of the best players in the NFL this year. It's been incredible to watch from not knowing who that guy was at all to seeing him lead this defense and the way he's leading his defense is incredible. He's making the plays when they need to be made, forcing fumbles, getting turnovers, always around the ball. This guy does not stop. And I don't care. I do like the Chiefs linebackers, Tranquil, Nick Bolton, love them. But the way Zach Bond is playing right now is in Defensive Player of the Year contention. Um, I'm I'm gonna respect him, and I'm gonna take take the Eagles linebackers over the Chiefs. Okay, next we got the defensive backs. So I also have the Eagles here, and I love Trent McDuffie from the Chiefs. All pro caliber guy, unbelievable corner. Jalen Watson, also a very good corner. The Chiefs defense suffered when he broke his leg, I think, earlier in the season. Um, but he worked his way back. Now he's back. Now they look like the Chiefs defense again. Um, but on the other side, it's just too much firepower. There's Darius Slay, Chauncey Gardner Johnson, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. Those guys they're awesome. They're awesome. There's really not much to say about it. Um, not really much back and forth you need to do with them either. This Eagles secondary is killer, and they it's crazy because it doesn't even feel like that long ago where we felt like the Eagles defense was toast, and the secondary specifically was getting work. I don't know. Was it last year? Was it last year? I don't even. It might have been last year. I don't remember because this current defense has blown that out of the water completely. Um, Darius Slay still making plays. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean as rookies doing very good things for what they're being asked to do, and CD Gardner Johnson just being annoying, being all over the place, pissing people off, getting thrown out of games, doing whatever the defense might need. They obviously don't need you to get thrown out of a football game, but it's who he is, and you got to take the good with the bad. So, um, got the got the Eagles defensive backs. Now, you're probably saying like, "Damn, that's a lot of Eagles picks that you have. Why are you still picking the Chiefs?" Well, the Chiefs special teams is better. Um, I've seen them block field goals when they needed to. Um, they get good returns when they need them. I haven't seen them really break down all year watching a lot of Chiefs games. Um, they're just disciplined and they know where they need to be, and I'm giving that edge to the Chiefs. Um, and then the last two things: defensive coordinator, defensive play caller, giving that easily to Steve Spagnuolo. Um, Not even a question. Don't have to rehash what Steve Spagnuolo did in the AFC Championship game or what he's been doing all year. Excuse me. Um, he just knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for a long time. Literally one of the greatest defensive coordinators that we've ever seen. Um, didn't get it done as a head coach. Oh well, that's great for the Chiefs. Nobody wants him as a head coach. The Chiefs will keep him as DC for as long as he wants to coach. I'm sure of it. Doing a great job, will continue to do a great job, and I think he'll bring Jalen Hurts some looks that he probably hasn't seen from the Chiefs, and whatever he's uncomfortable with, Steve Spagnuolo will bring it to him. I can bet you that. And then obviously offensive play cord, offensive play caller. Um, Andy Reid is the play caller, head coach of the Chiefs. Kellen Moore is play caller for the Eagles. And no disrespect to Kellen Moore, but obviously there's levels to this. There's levels to this. And Kellen Moore's done a very good job. This Eagles offense has done a very good job all year adjusting to what they need to adjust to, winning how they need to win, realizing Saquon is the engine that drives the offense, and just keep doing that. Now, they had a week where Jalen Hurts got attacked by AJ Brown in the media, even though he'll tell you he didn't do that. And they came out, threw for 300 yards, threw it all over the place. Sure, they have the ability to do it, but not something that I think they can do consistently. Um, but on the other side, you got Andy Reid. Andy Reid's been doing this for years, has forgotten more football than I think any of us, anybody watching this video, myself, a lot of coaches in the NFL forgotten more football than they currently know and they will ever know. Um, Andy's one of the best of all time, especially with time in between. With a bye week, we all know Andy Reid is great, has greatness written all over him. He'll be prepared. He'll have some wrinkles. He'll have some things that the Chiefs haven't shown all year. He'll bust them out for the Super Bowl for the biggest game of the year. And yeah, I'm obviously going to take Andy, take the Chiefs with the offensive play calling. So if you break that down, it's five on one side, five on the other side. That tiebreaker, that quarterback spot. There's just too big of a gap at quarterback between Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. Again, no disrespect to Jalen. Zero disrespect to Jalen, I promise. But like I said about Andy Reid and Kellen Moore calling plays on the offense, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts is there's levels. There's levels to it, boy. There's levels. So it is what it is. But that's the analysis I'm giving for Eagles versus Chiefs. And you know who we rocking with, Chiefs Kingdom. And yeah, we'll see what happens on Sunday. Now, before I get out of here, gotta talk about the Cavs real quick. Um, Trade deadline winners in my eyes. Non-receiving Luka Doncic division because obviously Lakers getting Luka Doncic is off the map. So regular trade deadline transactions, Cavs won. Cavs got a 3-and-D wing that they've wanted Isaac Okoro to be. They got him for Georges Niang, Karis LeVert, and a few second round picks. Didn't give up a first round pick. Didn't give up Jordan, Jason, Jason Tyson. I think it's Jordan Tyson, Jason Tyson. I don't know. Um, I'm too excited. I forgot his name. That's my bad. Um, but yeah, DeAndre Hunter is a Cav. Cavs needed it. Cavs needed that small forward wing guy that they didn't have. And it's really it's really important to not even just the trade itself, but what the trade shows is this Cavs team is different this year. This Cavs team isn't last year's Cavs team. They're going to make the moves that they think they need to make in order to get better. They see the light at the end of the tunnel. They see the Eastern Conference Finals. They see the Boston Celtics at the end of that tunnel, and they know they have to go through them. And what do the Boston Celtics have? Two amazing wings out there, and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Those two guys are unbelievable. and you need guys to be able to guard those dudes. And DeAndre Hunter is a guy that we can put on one of those dudes. And can't explain how important that is going forward. Um, but it shows that the Cavs are serious. The Cavs see this team. The Cavs know the chemistry that they have. Um, and they they got rid of guys that may have been beloved in the locker room, but it's not about that. This is business. We got to win. It's about winning. Kobe Altman knows it's about winning. So if you can't contribute to winning, or if you can help us contribute by packing your bags and going to Burke Lakefront Airport and getting on a private plane out of here, you got to go, buddy. I'm sorry. Get ready to learn Atlanta Hawks, buddy. Georges Niang, get ready to learn Magic Stop Wings, buddy. Like, get him out. I was this close. I almost tweeted at the Cavs, "Can I take Georges Niang to the airport?" I was so happy. I'm so happy to get this guy out of the city, off this team, because I can't keep watching him miss shots and not guard anybody and just not be athletic. And I'm happy. I'm the happiest person to see this trade go through today. So, and then also was not a huge Karis LeVert fan either. Didn't love his shot selection. Yes, they did go in some of the time. Yes, he is a guy that's able to get his own shot off, and that is important. But we got those guys. We got two of the best in the league at that. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell. We got some guys that will get you a bucket. So we needed to get a guy that can stand in that corner, make a three, and somebody that we feel good about guarding Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. Not saying DeAndre Hunter is some lockdown defender, not Kawhi Leonard in his prime, nothing like that. But he is a guy that we can put on one of those guys and we can feel good about it. We know what we have on that side of the ball. Um, but yeah, main thing is this shows the Cavs are serious. People are talking about buyout options, getting a backup big. Can't be Tristan Thompson doing it for us at his big age and big 2025. Um, so we'll see what they do there, but I'm real excited about this team. Um, been excited because they've been the one seed. They've been excellent all year. They've been great. Been blowing some teams out. Been getting close wins. Lost some games to Celtics, Atlanta. Lost to OKC. But I think they have been learning from those experiences. Um, the growth of Evan Mobley has been really good to see. Um, in this past game against Boston. Obviously, didn't do well, didn't have a great game. May like the games that he's played against Porzingis haven't been great. So he needs to figure that out, figure a way to improve while Porzingis is in there. But all in all, to see him elevate his game has been spectacular. Donovan Mitchell is awesome as always. Didn't give him a lot of credit before he got here, but he's proved me wrong 1,000 times over since he's been here. And Darius Garland, I will say, hand up, hand up. I was on the train to get you out of here in the off season because you weren't playing to your potential, but I put my hand up. You're that guy. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you play for the Cavs, and I want you here long term. Um, so I'll I'll admit I was wrong on that. But yeah, so that's all I got. Happy for the Cavs. Cavs won the trade deadline. Not even going to get into all the other moves. Didn't really pay attention It's still football season, so but I had to come on here, had to represent the Cavs real quick, had to talk about them. So yeah, um, but yeah, once again, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, do whatever. Do everything you do for the other big podcasts. So I'd appreciate that. The channel will grow because of you. And but yeah, until next time when I'm talking about the Super Bowl and the Chiefs winning, we'll see you.